Who needs rigging if you have 3D cursors and masking? Oh yeah. Hi guys, my name is Borodante, and welcome back to Neonate's horror game characters creation process. In the last episode, we finished all of our 3D sketches, completing the concept design for our most basic enemies of my future horror game here. And now we're gonna pick one to sculpt into a final model, probably going in the same order as we did with the sketches. So let's start with the most normal kind of enemy here, which by the way will actually require a little bit of extra work and some concepting because I forgot to add the arm that would be reaching out of this fold right here in the middle, which is the way this character is supposed to attack. A pretty good thing to add. So yeah, we'll be doing that and then working on all kinds of details, really thinking through what this character would really look like in terms of tactile feeling of the surface, you know, the little stuff of it and everything. I'm actually thinking to increase the amount of drip in here because I'm thinking it would be actually really cool to turn it into like a soft body elements in Unreal Engine, so it would actually be dangling around between the legs as the character is walking around, like on its own. It would be pretty damn cool to do that. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Let's make this guy absolutely awesome and terrifying. Right after I tell you guys about this video sponsor, Skillshare, which is a high-quality learning community with thousands of courses for creative people. Now, you guys may have noticed I've been really killing it on this channel recently with the productivity, and a pretty important part of it was done thanks to this course called Motivation for Creative People: The Key Foundations of Achieving More in Life. So I recently looked it up thinking Skillshare is for creative people and motivation is the main problem that touches everyone in here. Here, the whole theory of motivation is beautifully broken down into smaller aspects, and each and one of them is explained logically and applied to you specifically. So there are exercises in here, really making you thinking through the concept of how you could apply it to yourself, like really. And it's very interesting. It makes you think very differently about yourself and finding the way to always have motivation, because it has to come from the inside factors, not from the outside factors. And that is just a bulletproof way to go about it. So if any of you guys are interested, there's a link in the video description, and the first 1,000 people to subscribe through that link will get a 1-month trial of Skillshare for free. So make sure to check out that link, and let's go back to our sculpting. Alright, so first thing I definitely should start with is adding an arm. Gotta have all the bits of the concept in place before starting to tweak them. So I'm gonna grab this one, obviously, why not? Why redo your own work so many times? I even shouldn't have done these, really. I have the default human model in a starting file of Blender, so I could have used that. So that'll be good enough. Thank you, the crawling one. Thank you. Now, I remember in the concept right here, the arm is actually facing up because it should be closing the egg yolk, because that's like the main thing to destroy a neonate. So they're definitely protecting them, mostly with their weird and random arms. So let's go ahead and do some sort of manipulations with all that. What are you? Whatever. Just a face palming guy. At the moment this hand looks very dangerous, just... I'll definitely make it a bit more relaxed. Yeah, the palm in the concept is pretty big, which is... yeah, we're gonna go with that. And I feel like it generally will have a certain leverage starting from here, so it would be able to do this and sort of punch and somehow maybe even grab John in terrible ways. You know what? It definitely makes sense to keep it a separate object, same as an egg yolk. I should probably separate it again right now. Oh my god, when it's in this material, it's looking convincing, like, Jesus. It's like this arm is reaching out from other dimension. It looks very unsettling, I think. Every time Eevee gives me like some kind of powerful impression with suddenly switching to a better material. Okay, so I'm gonna shape things up a bit to adapt the pose of the arm. Even like this basic pose that's supposed to be for rigging still should be a bit different, I think. Oh my god, when it's bigger it's even more terrifying. Okay, this is a little bit too big. I need it big enough to like hide, protect the egg yolk very well. This is a bit of an overkill. Yeah, this is a good size. Someone in the comments said that this guy, like this design with the arm and like the hood in a way, reminds a lot of the Spirited Away anime. There was this one, like a demon that was proposing gold to people, and it was also like a mask and a black coat in a way, and arms reaching from inside of the coat. So in that regard, pretty similar actually. I think in a big way, it's right now it's due to the very vertical pose. That demon in the anime, he always just walks like this, very straight. And this guy will be all broken, so that alone will look quite different. Okay, now let's bend this thing around a bit. Oh, okay, doing two at once, I guess. I decided to submit to the necessity of using the 3D cursor. There we go, awesome. Should shrink the selection a bit though. But yeah, 3D cursor seems to be alright if you are in peace with it. I guess I kinda hate the way it looks. And that is just always there. It's so messy in a way, I don't know. But it's exactly that, you know, special pivot point that I really needed so much in the last episode. By the way, if you guys gave an idea about the 3D cursor in the comments under the previous video, thanks a lot. I just don't know that yet because for the first time I'm recording both of these videos in one sitting, so just didn't want to stop. This hand is so broken. So yeah, during sculpting, that's where the 3D cursor is, and right now I want to rotate. I need to like get out of sculpting to reposition the cursor. Who needs rigging if you have 3D cursors and masking? Oh, that's interesting. Why would you be acting like that? So I'm trying to scale. Well, that's not gonna make a good impression. I guess I shouldn't really touch that. No, wait, it's always weird like that. Oh, it's just default. Yeah, cursor, dude. No, that's not it. So this thing is not scaling from the cursor no matter what I do. Great. For some reason, scaling is like from the very floor. Well, that's dumb. Anyway, I don't even really need it. But I could've. Oh, I love like stretching polygons like this and defining the shape the way I kind of want it at the moment. And then I remesh, and now these stretched polygons, they're now like set in place. This is a way of just making your details a bit more defined, putting more polygons into the stretched areas. Then like smoothing works very differently when there's more polygons in there and everything. It's really cool. Looking cool. Now, the hand is here. Let's see what we want to do. Oh my god, this 3D cursor is already pissing me off. Let's see what we want to do with the rest of the body. Actually, I was thinking about it. I would like to tilt the head forward, even like in the T-pose in a way. I mean, I have a theory of modeling the character in the most usable pose that they're gonna be taking most of the time. So this guy will be walking with his head like tilted and a bit to the side. Well, to the side I won't be doing, but a little bit tilted forward is a thing. Why not sculpt him this way? I would rig him tilted and then bring back to an A pose and then save that as a rest pose. That's definitely doable because the actual rest, I don't need the rest pose to look good. I need the animated pose to look good. So it makes sense to like tilt, for instance, so there would be better textures here and here, you know, when he's tilted. So I actually gonna go ahead and go with that. We didn't have that problem with previous characters, like Grandma and Grandpa, for instance, because those guys pretty much are gonna be walking like this and they will be moving a lot and being all different. This guy will always be like downwards. Like, do you imagine this design doing something like that? Like, probably not. So yeah, I'll think a little bit on the pose a bit more. And then I'll move on with adding more precise details to this venom-like egg black. Oh yeah, and one more thing I'll be adding is also like the black streaks, some kind of dripping egg black all over the egg yolk, because yeah, we're gonna have that on all the characters, so we'll need to make sure we'll be adding that here and on all the other guys the way it is here as well. So yeah, that's another thing to not forget. Oh, that is just too cool. This guy is the hacker man or something, I don't know. Can this thing actually project onto surfaces? That would be kind of cool. Oh my god, elastic mode for a snake hook. Oh, that's so weird. Looking for a good place to show the touch of infinity. Every monster needs to have some kind of repeating patterns or repeating features, implying the nature of infinity that gave birth to them. You know, the usual stuff. Oh, this is looking really cool now from the back with these lines. Whoa, this design is really transforming. It looks a lot more monstery now. Interesting. I'm saying it like this wasn't my intention. asymmetry rocks. This looks immediately so much better when it's asymmetrical, like I made some of the wrinkles different on the right side. And generally, wrinkles are turning out pretty cool. Huge discovery about using the very basic draw brush that I pretty much never use usually. Never usually. And yeah, it's just, at least right now, is just so perfect for this because everything needs to be kind of like molded together. So good. Alright, let's add the goop at the bottom. Oh yeah. I should actually, whenever I do something, some kind of like dripping that goes with gravity, I should use the frontal perspective, like orthogonal. Okay, this is not what I wanted. It needs to be more on the side. This is like, puts me in a corner. Like this, and another one here, and now no one thinks anything. Damn. I'm normal. I'm normal. Too identical. Some of them need to be thinner. Never thought of this. There are like modes of Dentopo. Right now, if I'm like far away and I make a stroke, it will lower the detail of the mesh and killing some of the work I did. And if I zoom in closer and make a brush stroke, it will be more detailed. So it's doing remeshing in both directions. But I can really, at this point, switch to only subdivide, which means it will only add if it needs to add, but it will not remove anything if there's enough. Yeah, definitely a good idea to do it this way now. So I'm gonna make this edge of the split of the fold, whatever it is, very like sharp and detailed, like it's kind of like it's been ripped open or something. I don't know why I'm specifying this, but it's kind of in the spirit of the game's style, like to show some details of anatomy like this, like something weird going on. Why is it specifically going here? Oh my. I forgot about the arm. Looks okay. Oh, that's quite an unusual turn on the way the hand came out to be. It's like made of these streams of something that just fill the hand up under the skin. I think we should do a little bit of a hint on the face. I don't know why it's orange like that. Is this like a polygroup or something? Or whatever it's called here in Blender. Face sets, right? Yeah. It almost looks like a face already, right? You can always find it if you look into it. Okay, I think it's we're pretty much done. Like, we can put this into the game right now, I think. I'll maybe just have a look at the feet a little bit, and that'll be it. Well, that's interesting. Tips of the feet are in the air like that. Yeah, I didn't go too crazy with the insides because I really think they won't be seen all that well with the whole reflective material of these guys and black color. You just can't see it. But generally, like, complex surface is there. That'll be exactly about what will be visible. So yeah, like that, the arm will be coming out from under the rib cage, and we'll have this some kind of hole prepared just for that, and we'll make it of a whole material with no reflections in black color. Oh yeah, so this is the normal human height, or presumably around John's height. So this guy is smaller and dripping. So yeah, this is it. This is our guy. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's really dope. I hope I won't regret having all these dripping things here, because this is like real geometry. It can only be real geometry. I don't think it's a problem. There's like a very finite amount of them. I can just add topology for them. But the main challenge would be to make sure they're like physically hanging down always. Whether by dedicating certain bones to them that will always face downwards to simplify something, or by actually simulating, again, actually I may simulate actual bones to like hang down somehow. So we'll see about that. Something like that will happen. Probably better to do something like that instead of cloth simulation with chaos in Unreal Engine 5. That's like more expensive and for some other stuff, probably. We'll see. But for now, this is it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye! Damn, son. You wanna play with this one, not fight it. But really, I think it's all about the pose. When he'll be all, like, broken, he won't look like the main character or anything. That's for sure.